It's time, my friends, for another Devo tip on the Gospel of Isaiah. The way is a person. Isaiah 34 and 35 paint one of the most vivid, evocative contrasts in Scripture. God first unmakes a rebellious world and then remakes it for his redeemed people. So let's look at it. Isaiah 34 begins with language that is unmistakably apocalyptic. Draw near, O nations, to hear, and give attention, O peoples. Let the earth hear, and all that fills it, the world and all that comes from it. For the Lord is enraged against all the nations, and furious against all their host. All the host of heaven shall rot away, and the skies roll up like a scroll. All their host shall fall. Now notice how the nations are linked with fallen hosts of heaven. The warning here is that when people harden their hearts against God, they do not enter spiritual neutrality. They open themselves up to dark spiritual forces in heavenly places. This is why the final judgment includes wicked spiritual entities. Now, the list of animals Isaiah uses, like owls and ravens, jackals, and hyenas, they all point towards something far more sinister in the original Hebrew context. The wild goat demon, which is like a satyr, and Lilith, the feared night demon, destroyed people's lives. So think about it. If a nation becomes a dwelling place for demons, a haunt for every unclean bird and detestable beast, that's Revelation, God's people must resist the normalization of evil and guard their homes and hearts from anything that invites unclean influences. Well, as quickly as the shadows fall in Isaiah 34, the light breaks through in chapter 35. Isaiah paints an anti-wilderness, where places once haunted by jackals and demons become lush gardens, manifesting the majestic glory of the Lord. This is what Isaiah says. A highway shall be there. It shall be called the way of holiness. The way opens the eyes of the blind and the ears of the deaf and enables the lame to leap like a deer. This is not just poetic wishful thinking. It is a prophetic reality. When John the Baptist sent messengers to ask if Jesus was truly the Messiah, Jesus responded by pointing directly to Isaiah 35. He quotes, "The blind shall receive their sight, and the lame walk, lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised up, and the poor have good news preached to them." That's Matthew 11. Jesus was not just being kind. He was reclaiming the territory that the vicious beasts had ruined. Yeah, we're talking demons. And by identifying himself as the way, Jesus claimed to be the exclusive highway of holiness through which the redeemed return to God with everlasting joy and singing. You see, my friends, the way is not a map or a set of rules. The way is a person, Jesus Christ, and we are set apart to him, anchored in truth that transcends our circumstances, even when evil appears to triumph or suffering feels endless. We need not despair. Wickedness is not the final chapter of our story. The Lord will judge evil with such absolute finality that it will cease to exist one day.